People, thank you for joining in. Thank you for checking me out again. It's my little 2 cents podcast. Thank you for giving my channel this a chance. It's my little 2 pennies, my little 2 cents, and I'm your host, Nino. I want to get on this topic here. Peeps, you know I'm a big Tubi head. I love watching movies, but I love watching Tubi. So, I was chilling at the casa, relaxing after a day of working and, just unwinding. And a little old movie came across that took interest to me, and I'm really feeling it. So, this is Nino, this is my podcast, and I try to be diverse and talk about everything. So, I want to talk about this little old movie that I was checking out on Tubi, and it kind of caught my eye. The name of the movie is After Blue, and it's directed by Neil LaBute. The starring actors are Diane Kruger, Ray Nicholson, and Hank Azaria. The movie kind of checks in like this. A former convict is revitalized by a romance with an older woman. But the torrid love affair, and it is a love affair, soon turns to talk of murdering her wealthy husband. This movie is great if you people like to sit or be on the edge of your seat. It's very intense, it's thrilling, and it's disturbing. It goes something like this, as I said. Connor Bates is a young man whose life has stalled out after his release from prison. He was released from prison on an assault charge. He now works in a library and spends his time running and swimming, trying to piece his world back together. See, the young man did his little time, so I'm thinking he's in a suburban Midwestern little city, say St. Louis, maybe Minnesota, Ohio, or somewhere a little old city in Ohio. So, like I say, he done came off his prison term, and and when you get out of prison, it's hard to get out and get you a top-notch job, because most of the time when you get out of prison, and as I'm going to elaborate and going to relate a message to you guys as I continue on, when he got out of prison, first thing you have to do is go see your probation officer. So see, now he has to check in. So he gets a little old job at the library, something to keep him going, because like I say, you have to get a job when you first get out of prison. That's mandatory. So he's a big advocate of keeping himself in shape. So the young man runs a lot. He swims a lot. He gets his cardio in, He's trying to keep his mind occupied. You dig what I'm saying? So he does things because, like I say, he's fresh out, been on that all-day lockup for a minute, and now he's back and, he's trying to see, okay, what will I do now? But, when you first get out of prison, it's one step, and then it's the second step. Prison is a rehabilitation, kind of like when you get somebody on drugs. But prison is rehabilitating too, whether you're on drugs or not, because you got to get out, take this step, take that step, and take that step. And it goes method by method by method by process. Then enters Miss Marilyn Chambers, an older, seductive, alluring MILF. So captivating to Connor, so from the first encounter he laid eyes on her. Sexy, Caucasian lady. Beautiful. I'm talking about, man, look good. I'm talking about attractive. You got to realize, the young kid Connor has been on lock for a while. So now He's fresh, you know. Testosterone up. I'm gonna keep it up 99 and 1 with you. Strong, supple, you know, virile. And he sees a beautiful young MILF. Beautiful young MILF. I'm talking about, he catches her because a lot of time when he's doing his running, and you got to remember he does a lot of swimming. He does it by this beach. So now, after he runs, he goes to the beach. I think he's gonna take a swim, and there he sees her standing in a one-piece bikini, red, I believe. Sexy though, pretty Caucasian MILF. Marilyn is married though to a rich, very rich, old tycoon. I mean, the old man pockets is deep, very heavy, very heavy. And people, one thing we most know about rich men, whether you're young or old, most rich men have power. And when you have power, you are a product. You can be very controlling. You can be a narcissist. And also, as I seen in the movie, he was abusive towards Miss Marilyn Chambers. I mean, first couple of times, he met her, my bad. Connor met her the first time, and she was in a one-piece bikini. So remember, Connor works at this library. So she comes to the library because I think she's a regular customer at the library. So the second time he meets at the library, she has on these glasses. And Connor ain't no fool. He trying to rap to her again and everything because, like I said, she didn't call his eye. But really, she's interested in Connor too because what the toxic thing she going through with the old tycoon at home, Connor notices that Miss Chambers has dark shades on to the day. And people, we mostly know a lot of women that have on dark shades are hiding that one thing. And she tried to hide it. Oh, I ran into the door. Oh, I'm clumsy. Things like that. But Connor knows what was going on because quickly he removed her glasses. She had a bruise around her face, bad discoloration. And so, without her just straight admitting it, he said, "Who abusing you?" And she kept quiet to her. But as we were saying, a lot of times when women are married to rich men like that, the relationship is toxic, but they're not going nowhere because the man has them somewhat, they feel like they are entrapment. I'm talking about the woman, Marilyn Chambers. So she stuck it out and everything. But, hey, we're going to get to it. So, her and Connor, Miss Chambers, take a liking to each other. Connor is shooting his shot. So, she is smiling and everything. But I believe she did get Connor from the get-go. But, she is going through so much, she don't want to rush it or nothing like that. So, sooner or later, her and Connor start a friendship, but the friendship leads into now they begin an affair. And once they begin the affair, now they get into a sexual relationship. See, this is a rich lady that has an older man that's rich like a tycoon, so she don't really want nothing for Connor because she know Connor just got out of prison, or she know Connor's working at the library. So look, Connor bag isn't deep, but she like his physical traits that he has. He keeps himself in excellent physical condition, and so they began this affair. They would meet, but they would rendezvous. Because remember, also the rich tycoon would also keep time on Marilyn Chambers. If she be out too long, he be checking in on her. He running things. A lot of times, I believe that was a part of the abuse that she would get because everything he says, everything he instructs her to do, he expects us to do. He expects her to do it with perfect timing. not a second late or nothing. So they begin this relationship and they rendezvous. They have to do everything discreetly and secretly. Okay? So now they will go on picnic dinners and everything like that. But the sex is off the chain. I mean, peeps, they are getting it in everywhere. I mean, you know, they getting it in around the library when they can, you know, very bold and confident with it. They would meet, go on a little picnic dinner. They getting it in. I'm talking about full-blown, unclothed. You know, if you were just an innocent bystander walk by and you look, you'll see very hot, engaging sex going on in the daytime without no remorse. But through all of this, now, Connor is getting very, very deep with his feelings and his emotions. So I'm thinking, or I'm knowing, Marilyn Chambers see this guy who just got out of jail. She knows he is an ex-con. And one big thing that Marilyn Chambers wants to transpire, but she don't have the balls, or she don't have the gall or the audacity to do it, is she wants to get the old rich tycoon unalived. You dig what I'm saying? She wants to get him knocked out, because if he all of a sudden gets murdered or unalived or passed, and you know his bank account is deep, you know his bag is deep, like I said, his pockets are just hanging to the ground. Her being the wife, she inherits all the money and all the assets. So now her head is spinning. She's spinning her wheels. Okay, I'm putting this mad sex on Connor. So now I just need to keep on manipulating him, bamboozling him, and hey, we know women, they can be very deceptive, but they can be very manipulative. I have said before to even the fellas, and I would still kind of stand on this. I know men got game, but women got game, because look at it. Whether you're a man or woman, you came from a woman. So who got more game than a woman? But anyway, Marilyn started turning, putting her Charlotte's Web behavior on Connor, and now they be chilling after they have this hot sex, and he asks her what's wrong, and she said, I am so unhappy. I want to get out the predicament I'm in. I want to get out this marriage, because I'm tired of him abusing me, and I'm tired of him doing wrong. And you know, the old tycoon, he's in and out of town. She's always at home by herself. You know, he rich. He probably got a lot of younger women in other states, because he's always moving around. But when he at home, he's not really knocking her off no more. You know, that's the wife. He didn't have that. He just ordering her around. So Connor loves her. You know, as I say, I believe Connor feelings are more deeper towards Marilyn than Marilyn feelings are deeper towards Connor. So Marilyn, like, if you love me, we can be together. But I need something to happen to him, and I can get his money. Are you willing to show your undying love for me? Are you willing to show your undying loyalty to me? First of all, Connor was a little bit hesitant, and I don't blame him, because he just hadn't got out. Hey man, he just got out. First thing, it's PO. And he got a probation officer that is persistent. He's an asshole and all that, but that PO is just on him like manure, or like flies to manure. And so he's like, I really don't want to get into that right now. You know, if you want the old man taken out, you want him to be unalive, why can't Marilyn get somebody else to do it? That's what Connor is asking her. But she was like, I can't get nobody else to do it. But see, she's working it now. Like I said, she putting that man love on him. And when she asked Connor, he was like, I don't know. So she seen it wasn't a definite no. I don't know from a definite no means, oh, well, there's a possibility Connor gonna do it. And she knowed it, and well, Connor finally agreed, and he done it. So Connor like, okay, if I do this, everything gonna have to be perfectly right. If I go in here, and if I unalive your rich tycoon husband, and you get all this money and everything, will me and you live happily ever after? Will me and you build a life together? And of course, Marilyn Chambers gonna say yeah. Because remember, women right now, she gonna agree to anything because she wants what she wants. So she said, sure. And he even said, you promise? And she said, I promise. So it goes, it's finna go down. He agrees to it. He tells her to go purchase a burner phone because now he don't even want to discuss when she want to call and talk nothing about taking out the old man, where it's text messages or where it's on the phone, because you know if something go down and he does unalive the old man, and then the authorities are checking him out, you have phone records and you have text messages. So there you go. So now the beautiful Marilyn Chambers has convinced the gullible young Connor, and now he's willing to do it. Because, as I said, the marriage between Marilyn and the old tycoon has been severed anyway. You know, he doesn't want her, he's showing, but she doesn't want him anymore, and so her only way out is, but she's not gonna leave unwillingly and not get nothing, no money. She's gonna get something out of this, and she definitely wants the bag. So now, Connor says, yes, I will do it. Marilyn has brainwashed him. So now they agree to do it, and they set up the time because the old man comes in and out from business trips. So now Marilyn tells Connor this is when he come in, this is when the time of evening he's going to be at the mansion, and this is the way that you can get in. I believe she gave him a key. No, Connor broke in, but she had put it down to Connor, this is the time you can catch it. So Connor goes, it's nightfall, and he breaks into the mansion. First, when he get in there, he's kind of tripping and everything because he's like, nobody in here. So he's finna already, you know, evacuate the premises and abort the mission. Like, no, I'm not doing this. No, I'm not doing this. As he headed to abort the mission, here comes the old rich tycoon talking on the phone. So now the rich tycoon is in here. So Connor turns around, and the rich tycoon is talking to, I think, another lady or something, you know, because he probably got many of them. He called her sweetie, and he's going upstairs. So Connor, creeping slowly, and like, you know, the villain he is, comes up behind the rich tycoon. The rich tycoon not knowing it, but as Connor step on the stairs, a sound screech, and the rich tycoon turns around and see Connor. So, and Connor has his mask on at first, you know. So now they pause for a minute. Then the rich tycoon takes off upstairs to his bedroom, and Connor follows hastily right behind it. They run to the bedroom because the rich tycoon trying to go get his equalizer. And you know what the equalizer is? He's trying to go get his gun. So Connor's behind him. They begin to tussle on the bed. Hey man, that old rich tycoon was strong, because I'm thinking Connor, in physical fit shape he would, it's going to be an easy win. Man, they begin tussling. The rich tycoon wins, throws off Connor on the side of the bed, grab the gun, and now he has the gun pointed at Connor. Connor's done. He's had it. The rich tycoon telling him, oh, you picked the wrong day and you picked the wrong person. has the gun drawn down on Connor. This says he had the gun drawn down on Connor, and he's about to squeeze the trigger. The rich Tycoon man gets stuck from the back by one of them big harpoons. You know them harpoons that you like stick a whale with or whatever? And he gets stuck in the back, and that kills him. Now here comes the irony of it. Here goes the second person that was coming in the mix that was instructed to do the same thing that Connor was instructed to do. See, Marilyn, if y'all not getting it, is playing everybody. She played Connor, and then she played this other dude. Marilyn was like, listen, 2 is better than 1. I'm going to make sure this get done. So not only did she brainwash and manipulate Connor and bamboozle Connor, she bamboozled this other dude, convinced him, and now he does it. He tries to come in there and play like he just came in the house because it's common burglary. But nobody's stupid. Because like I say, Marilyn Chambers was very beautiful, very alluring, very convincing, and didn't take no for an answer. I'm talking about pretty long blonde hair, nice tight bikini body. You know, I would say anywhere from 35 to about 42. And the rich Tycoon owner was about maybe in his late 60s or something like that. But anyway, so now the second assailant kills the rich Tycoon from the back with the harpoon. So now he really saves Connor life because Connor was finna get shot. Now Connor and the other assailant, the 2 assailants, Connor and the other guy, now they in a confrontation. And Connor, he explained to Connor what he was doing, and now Connor not buying, you know. So Connor grabs the gun, and the assailant that saved Connor, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Connor shoots the other assailant 2 times and kills him. So now Connor figured, that's my way out, you know. My hand's not gonna get dirty. This is beautiful. The rich old man is dead. I really didn't have to kill him. And I killed the other assailant, but when the authorities or the police come, they gonna look at it was a tussle between the rich old man and the assailant that Connor killed, and the harpoon killed the rich old assailant. The harpoon killed the Tycoon old man, and then 2 gunshots to the abdomen killed the other assailant. So Connor thinking, hey man, I'm in a bed of roses. I'm scot-free. I'm finna get out of here. But, you know, that's not how it's gonna go. So Connor goes on, evades the premises, goes back to his place, and now Marilyn calls Connor on the burner phone and tells him what's going on, in which Connor had instructed Marilyn, do not call me at all, I will call you. Do not call, I will call you, because he didn't want no kind of phone contact because, you know, it can be traceable. And she like, I'm so sorry. But Connor said, well, all right, the damage is done. So Connor told her what unfolded, because Marilyn really was calling to see had Connor did the job, but he explained how details are occurred. And so he was like, okay, now this is what happened. What we need to do is lay low a couple of months till everything kind of blow over. Okay, now, Connor, okay, he's still kind of nervous, but he thinking he done got out of this. And he thinking, okay, now that I've done this, sooner or later I'm going to lay low. Me and my beautiful Marilyn will be together forever. We will be wealthy because she's inheriting all the money. She is receiving all the money. And then we can just live life after. So Connor continues working, you know, at the library because he don't want to interrupt how his everyday life is. He got to play it still like cool, like nothing has changed. Now, even this P.O., the very persistent P.O., he steady asking Connor, you know, as he come with the visit, is anything you need to tell me? You know, because them P.O.s are very, you know, they are very suspicious too. So he thinking, well, what's going on? Do you need to tell me anything? And Connor says no. So Connor like, all right, I'm good and everything. So Connor would have been scot-free, but what happened was when Connor, and remember I told you, and the old man was tussling upstairs by the bed when the old man throwed him off and got the gun, and before he pointed the gun and had drawn down on Connor DNA was in the old man fingernails. So when they did the autopsy, Connor said he wasn't there, but his DNA was there. So now that brought the authorities and his PO back to Connor, and they paid a visit. So now, what you missing about this, people, remember, you ain't hearing no more about no Marilyn Chambers. You ain't heard nothing else, in which this is what I know was going to happen. See, she didn't got what she wanted, and Connor was nothing but a pawn the whole time. She was never going to go and spend the rest of her life with him. She just wanted somebody to bump off the old man, get the bag, and then she's going to go on by her life. In which, now, Connor's like, okay, so he's finna leave, and then authorities and the PO pull up, and as he leaving, they are surrounding his house, and the PO say, Connor, hey, this come easy, you're dead. They got you, you know, but just make this easy, because these people really want to shoot you. Don't draw down or nothing. And Connor like, well, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You know, he's playing dumb. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So the PO told the police officers, hey, just hold up for a second. You know, they didn't draw down on Connor and everything. Let me talk to him for a second. So now they talked to Connor. The PO talked to Connor. And as he's trying to talk to Connor, Connor pushes the PO and began to run off. Because see, one thing Connor think he had with all this running and all this swimming, he hasn't doing. And he was pretty swift on them feet. So he ran. He eluded them for a long time. He was on feet, and they was on feet in cars, but he eluded them for a long time. But Connor had it made. He was going to go back to this one spot that he always went to after he would get through running. Actually, there was a spot where he met Marilyn Chambers the first time, by that beach. So he goes back to that spot because now he's on the run, and he's thinking, okay, I'm going to be cool for a minute. Lo and behold, here comes the PO and the police. And Connor is just flabbergasted. He's like, what the heck? How did y'all know about it? And they was like, well, we know. But Connor knows nobody should know that spot. So finally, the PO came clean. We got a tip from an unknown caller, a woman. Come on, peeps. Y'all know where we're going here now. The tip from the unknown caller woman was Marilyn Chambers, because she knew that was what Connor was gonna run to. So now she has no more use for him. He's gonna go to jail and get killed. She finna run off with the bag. She got everything she wants. She's clear free. You know, her fingerprints is not over. Her fingerprints are not on this murder at all. And then she gets all the money. So Connor, as the police and the PO, is at that spot that I was telling you that Connor had went to. He thought nobody knows. The PO tell Connor, just get down on the ground. This can be easy, because, man, they want to shoot you. You already invaded. Just get down on the ground. And Connor was finna get down on the ground, but his phone is ringing. Now, who do y'all think that probably was his phone was ringing? Marilyn Chambers. So the PO told Connor, no, don't grab your phone. Even though the man didn't have no gun, he just was going to grab his phone. But you know the police, once they draw down on you, they just want any reason to kill you. Because you can see now, they want to kill that kid. It was no more just taking him into custody. They want to kill this kid. So he reached for his phone, And then he kind of reached for his bag for something because he had a backpack with him. And the one cop shot him 2 times and laid him out dead. And Connor was done. Then the movie, that's how it goes. Marilyn Chambers is on a yacht, riding off, got the bag, grinning, because she knows she didn't won. Got a little old young lady on the yacht with her. I think that was her stepdaughter or something. She might have been in on it too. But the interesting thing about that was, if that was her stepdaughter or whatever, heck, at the end, when it was over and they was on that yacht, her and Marilyn, the stepdaughter, and Marilyn Chambers was all up on each other like they was in a relationship. Like they was in a bisexual relationship, or, was going on like that. Man, that was a great movie. And then it went off, out of the blue. The moral of the story is, I will say this and summarize this before I get up out of here. Women are cold. Don't let no woman coerce you for doing nothing. I don't care how good the sex is. I don't care how good she talk. I don't care how beautiful she is, how attractive she is. Because mostly women that's in a good position, and the rich tycoon was wealthy, but he was abusing her, it's an ulterior motive when they want something from you. Yeah, she slept with Connor. She did all that with Connor to get him to buy into what she was talking about or what she wanted, so he would kill her husband without her fingerprints on anything. She got the money. She's gone scot-free. Connor dead. The other assailant dead. Connor and Marilyn Chambers' supposed life were going living happy ever after. Connor and Marilyn Chambers' supposedly life going to live happily ever after was no. This is Nino, and I just want to touch on y'all about a basis about this little old movie on Tubi. Hey man, Tubi got some good movies, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. They streaming everything, but that was a good movie, man. That was a good movie, and it's a message. My 2 cents. I'm gonna continue. Because I'm trying to take something that's small, which is my channel, and elevate it to the ceiling. Love.